The National Basketball League of Canada is pleased to announce the end-of-the-year award winners for the 2014-2015 regular season. Tyrone Watson of the Halifax Rainmen has earned the honor as top Canadian Player of the Year. In his first season with Halifax, Watson was an absolute beast for the Rainmen, in a reserve role coming off the bench. In 27 minutes of work, Watson averaged 13.1 points per game, 6.1 rebounds, and shot an outstanding 62% from the field, ranking him second in the league. Watson proved to be an integral piece of the Rainmen's roster and one of the key contributors to the team's success this season.
I don't mean to play favorites, but man, I love watching this guy play. Big dunk from Tyrone Watson.
The NBL Canada Rookie of the Year is Rashad Wack of the Island Storm. The Mount St. Mary's product had a very impressive rookie campaign and often demonstrated the poise and maturity of a vet player that saw him average 12 points per game during the regular season. He was one of the 2 players on the roster to appear in all 32 contests for the Storm and started in 17 of those games. While his team struggled with injuries at different points of the season, Wack was a constant and stepped up, whether it be from a scoring standpoint or to take the role as floor general. The NBL Canada Newcomer of the Year is given to a player who has less than 1 year of professional playing experience before entering into the league. Taisjuan Edmondson of the Brampton A's is this year's recipient. Edmondson was a key member of the A's bench and provided leadership, scoring, and no shortage of big plays this season.
Here's Edmondson for 3. That falls for Taisjuan Edmondson. Edmondson on the drive, the step back jumper. Falls for Taisjuan
He
Edmondson.
participated in all 32 contests where he averaged 13 points per game in 23 minutes. Edmondson has led the team in scoring on 9 different occasions, including an important stretch of 3 games late in the season that helped the A's solidify a home court advantage for the first round of the playoffs. He was subsequently named Player of the Week for his efforts. Omar Strong of the Mississauga Power is the runaway winner of the NBL Canada Sixth Man of the Year award. Strong had a phenomenal year for the Power that saw him pour in 18 points per game from the bench. He finished 6th in the league in scoring and was the only bench player in the league to finish in the top 10. Strong set a variety of team and league records, including an NBL record of 11 made threes in a single game. His shooting display from downtown had many in awe and was a pleasure to watch.
Strong for 3. Why do I even have to ask?
The Ian Fowler NBL Canada Executive of the Year award goes to Vito Frisia of the London Lightning. Frisia assumed the role of full-time GM mid-season in addition to his ownership duties and literally ran away with it. The Lightning averaged 5,000 fans per game and beat their own attendance record twice in the same season. With several foreign partnerships in the community, the Lightning not only are making an impact on the court, but off it as well, and they continue to set a high standard for the rest of the league to follow. Joseph Pep Claros of the Halifax Rainmen has been named NBL Canada Coach of the Year. Pep guided Halifax to the Atlantic Division Finals on the strength of a remarkable 10-game win streak to close out the regular season. The streak came on the heels of a couple of lopsided losses during an Ontario road trip, and the Rainmen were 2 games under 500 at the time. But after a few personnel changes and a new approach, the Rainmen turned things around, scoring 14 points more per game, en route to capturing the Atlantic Division title and a trip to the NBL Canada Finals. The hands-down NBL Canada Defensive Player of the Year is Kevin Young of the Halifax Rainmen. Young did a little bit of everything for the Rainmen, but it was his impact on the defensive end that stood out and made the biggest difference for Halifax. Young led the league in steals and ranked 2nd in blocks, only to last year's Defensive Player of the Year. He also finished 2nd in rebounds. The contributions of Young helped give Halifax a reputation of being one of the toughest teams to score against.
Shot blocked by Young.
Quinnell Brown of the Windsor Express was unanimously named the league's most valuable player. Brown's consistent and stellar play throughout the regular season helped the Champs obtain the best record in the league. He averaged 20.2 points per game, which is a 5-point improvement from a season ago, and he was ranked 3rd in scoring overall. This also included 30 points or more per game on 5 different occasions this past season. He averaged 7.1 boards and 3.4 assists in 40 minutes per contest. This 2-time Player of the Week recipient wasn't afraid to step up and take the big shot if needed.
Off the glass, no good. Brown off the heave, puts it off the glass and good. Oh my goodness.
This entire place just erupted.
Wow. Bueno
The
Brown.
National Basketball League of Canada wishes to congratulate all award winners.